When? They're like, yes. Yes. When?
Earlier today. Yesterday. We wanted to fight yesterday.
It's like the coach is like, how many times do you want to fight? Yep. It's a meme, basically.
I understood that.
So you see, like...
Yes. So right now, Tlph, we predicted the pick, and it's pretty strong opening here coming in from Team Liquid.
I got no comment section.
You can't Hayabusa here.
No.
Oh! Liquid switched up the formula, still ended up with the same result. Get Kyrie on a non-assassin hero.
I can't believe we're having a matchup between Kyrie and Carl, and it's just all tanks.
They tried to go to this and go higher, go whatever. No, it's not gonna work.
Whatever you want. Yes, I want Barats.
HP better than damage. Okay?
Give me the feel.
Give me the feel. Hey, you know what? This is Kyrie's way of saying I'm hungry.
What is this?
Welcome to Tona. I'm ready for it. So, Harit, Bant, and Louis also going away. What's about the drafts? From the right side, Onic I expect from them actually to ban gold lane, because they also already good Granger. From the left side, we see the jungler, we see X-Plane. Okay, potentially wrong, but most likely X-Plane.
Here the Moscow choices.
Yes, and Moscow, I guess, the best choice.
Yep, either or. You just gotta let one slide. So far, OHEB, even though he's been feeling under the weather, I gotta say, he's performing out of his mind. They ban on the Moscow, giving the option for that Irritel to come true, which I kinda feel like they prefer, because at least you're not gonna be surprised by the SOD, even now the Farsa gets banned again.
So now what's left for Tlph Sans, because you just need one more for Kiboy, you need one more for Sans. Who shows up first in Red 4? I'm guessing they protect Sans all the way, man. Sans was the guy in Game 2, their closest at even scoring in the series. Protect Sans, keep him at Red 5.
Eve again? What do you think about the slow drafts?
If only there was someone that can burst the front line so fast.
I got a question, by the way. Can it be 300?
This is not one of those that I was thinking about.
Yeah. No, I didn't expect it, actually.
Do Matilda? Is that even an option?
So I guess the idea is just play with range. Like I feel like you want to play macro, get as many objectives as possible. But for you to be able to execute this draft, kind of means you have to win the first two turtles. So the moment the first two turtles goes over to Team Liquid, you already lose a chunk of your win condition.
And then you play for the 15-minute mark.
Exactly, yeah.
And what do you think about just look for the right side? They got a poke damage, right? They need some kind of save, maybe sustain, maybe. I know it would sound like crazy, but Estes.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. It's not that crazy.
That's not Kiboy. You compromise two players.
And then the Minotaur and the Claude. This, honestly, the draft coming in from Tlph kind of feels like last year MSC's draft. We haven't seen a Minotaur in a while.
Yep.
Got buff, pretty strong, but very situational. And honestly, looking at this draft, it's a good situation for the Minotaur. Not a lot of ways to punish this cow?
Actually, a lot of crowd control.
I still think his name is what he is.
Minotaur is Minotaur. And if we are speaking about the Onic, I still think that Estes, really, it seems good. For me, okay, it's for me.
It is Estes!
Yeah! Here we go!
As much as I'm so happy that you saw this coming, I'm not so sure this is a very Onic draft.
Honestly, it feels like Onic is having a hard Plan A and a hard Plan B.
This feels like a Plan H.
Hey, you know what? If H works out, then it's all good. Thank you very much, Destroyer, as well as Leo. Is this the final game for Onic, or will they be able to extend this one? Mirko and Brigida, we're seeing an Estes in this match. We're going to give it over to you guys.
Thank you so much to our panelists for breaking down that very surprising draft for this potential last game. The surprises just kept coming in. From the moment we saw the Barats, or maybe from the moment we saw the Fredrin, Jushin, and Arlalot locked in together for first phase. Welcome game number 3 between Team Liquid Philippines and Onic Indonesia. I'm gonna give you the floor now. This is where you air all your, or maybe even just surface level sentiments regarding the draft.
Dude, last time I saw Brats, my team went home. My team got reverse swept. So, this is bringing some real bad memories, man. And I agree with Panel. Keep going a bit late on Gestas already flickering out. Here's the problem. Here's the big problem. Yes, maybe they've got a draft that can work, but it's not very Onic. Is that Kyrie and Keyboard, or is that V-Rise, you know?
I'm not so sure anymore. How do we wait for the Keyboy setups? How do we anticipate the Kyrie mechanics? This is a completely different game plan that Onic ID are trying to go by. So this is a, I don't know, maybe a double-edged sword in a way that Team Liquid ID may not be that familiar. Like Team Liquid Philippines, see, it happened to me too. Team Liquid Philippines might not be that familiar with how Onic ID does play this, but generally speaking, you should have an idea of how these kinds of lineups are played out.
60% first blood rate. The comparison you can see here for Onic as well. I don't think they're gonna get first blood with this composition. Like usually they're all in trying to go for like the aggressive plays. The Oman in the group stage, Lancelot that we've seen. Again, also Hayabusas. When you hear Kyrie, you don't hear Barats. It's like, oh my god, Kyrie, Hayabusa. It's like, oh my god, Kyrie, Barats. But hey, don't knock it until you try it. Onic idea of trying something new. Try on Turtle.
Although the team fight for Team Liquid looks too good. Speaking of team fight,
Asana coming down as well. Depth as well. Coming the healing from Keyboy too. Saturated to be caught in the current call. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Please runs. Finds the Star Shatter. Brings the Sprat coming down. Sky is still alive. Carl caught in the bad spot. Red Tree's bolt used up already. Sanford taking very low. Look, he comes in. It's a barrel. Gets the kill. Kai walking up. Sanji with Lantern Flare as again Oheb just walks back into the mid lane. And Onic have gotten Turtle 1.
that's why you don't knock it.
Until you try it.
Until you try it. And that team fight clearly, Onic ID got the advantage. So this is indeed very different from the usual Onic ID that we know, but the way they're just playing it out through pure sustain. Okay.
Did you see that?
I didn't. What's
Someone in the crowd said Onic ID, get ready for your key to be crushed or something.
Oh my goodness. Don't knock it, don't knock it.
Don't knock it till you try it, folks.
So far, it's been working for Onic ID. They have a 1k gold lead right now, and as we mentioned, they've just sustained the entirety of the team fight. And Sans could be that reliable guy to fire all those Star Shatters from a distance and deal decent amount of damage to Team Liquid. And in a way, Team Liquid do have their own ways to sustain. They have the motivational roar. But during that moment, it was just so unfortunate. JP wasn't level 4 yet, and he felt like he was the first to be targeted down.
And this is the weirdest deja vu ever, I think, for Oheb, dude. He's like, wait, Kyrie and Yet? Aren't those two the guys I beat with Witness and the Barats and M3? Wasn't I on that side before? It's so weird for Oheb, probably, but hey, Sanford up top trying to go for the kills again. Keyboy able to heal up. Ludwig, now the current Khan poking Sanford down. Yeah, Onic ID. It just seems like they're... Yeb and Kyrie have never been able to beat this Ube. They always fall into this Ube, and now, I guess if you can't beat it, play it.
That might just be the way to go. And it's not like it feels as if Onic ID is just so unfamiliar with this entire playstyle. I mean, you said it, they played against this kind of comp long enough to know how to play around it, or maybe even better, how to play it themselves. But maybe that's where we try to look for answers in Team Liquid's lineup as well. How do they burst down this lineup, which feels as if it's so impossible and difficult to burst down? Oh, there's a bonus welcome.
Playing in the back again, because you're used up already. Comes in with a retreat battle, and that's going to be the first time coming to the lazy duel. Into the back, so Ferrell's there, and they're all stuck. Looking up on the meter, now Sever's up to quick Alzillion again. Sever's out, the VIP for Severo. We're taking down below, and he almost gets the reset for being in range, and Liquid have turned the game around against this Ube.
I mean, what better way to answer back against Ube if not through an AoE skill similar to the Blazing Duet that's able to shred you down. And that was right after we were questioning and asking where the damage, where the burst would potentially come from. And it seemed the answer was through this your Blazing Duet combo that OHEB and JP have been planning to do all along. OHEB right now is serving as the key, is serving as the answer to the entirety of the game plan that Onic ID are trying to pull off.
Oh, you can see the audience here.
Wow.
Reaction after getting that team fight win, and now it just looks tough. Again, this is giving me a lot of trauma, man. What team did this?
Yep, it's gonna take a bit more time to, if they want to rely a bit more on Severo to provide a bit more damage. Ooh, there goes the Astral Echo though. Forces out the Blazing Duet from OHEB. It could have been a close call, but that's the thing. Onic ID right now, they're literally forced to group together. That's where their lineup is gonna work best. That's where they have to make use of all the resources that they have. The goal difference is making it a bit too difficult for them to even look for team fights. So maybe it's just playing the disciplined and slow game that's gonna work for them at this point.
Let's see if they can make it work. The goal lead for Liquid isn't that massive, just like it was for Onic ID. It's only hovering at 800. So Onic ID definitely have a shot at securing the next neutral objective. Liquid though, walking up against Sanji, they poke the mid lane. Calls on it. Ooh, good reaction by Keyboard. Look at him now already. Ministry Fury knocking him up. Tetsu's welcome coming down. Sanford jumps with vengeance. Again, two-man knock up. Two-man stun. Plays it away into the back of Fraser. Shroud with a whole lot of damage. And Sanji walks up as well. Touches out damage. And it will be Sanford to secure the neutral objective. Keyboy already used the flicker earlier. Lancer flare over to Sanford to get the free kill on Keyboy. And it will be another reset from Sanford. Again and again. Going through this composition of Onic.
The San duo! They're so bad, they're doing it! Through the final slashes and all the lantern flares, if we were to look a bit back on that team fight and how it panned out, it was a great start! It was definitely a great start for Team Liquid. That was a flicker final slash from Sanford, followed up by another flicker, and the knockup from JP as well. So, Onic ID, when you're forced to group together like this, oh my goodness, okay. That was, that was...
That's Sanford.
Yeah, Sanford on the Arlot for the third time in a row in this series, by the way. But yeah, I mean, that's so hard to go up against. Your entire lineup needs to stick together, but Team Liquid Philippines, final slash, Fury, Blazing Duet, what did you say?
He said, I love you, Onic. Yes. If you can read lips, you know exactly what he said.
Yeah, because you're Filipino now.
I am, yes. The words I know are not that,
No, they're very Filipino.
They're very Filipino. Getting a free turret here. And at this point, what did Onic do? Like, did they just scale? How did he scale? Because Team Liquid just gonna split the map up. Even in team fights, they have so much AoE. Remember, they picked up this Ube against possibly the best composition to go up against Ube. Arlot going through everyone. Carl Easy on a Frederick. Juiced. Everybody has AoE and CC.
And then the Jushin has a Sky Piercer already, by the way. So, I mean, if you want to look different ways, maybe wave management, side management. I don't think anyone is meant to play away from the other teammates. If you look at their composition, because they're all meant to work together. So they're being so restricted right now by the way that they decided to approach the game. Now that especially Team Liquid is in the lead.
Kai's supposed to be attacked. Sanji from back has the turret, pops it in, and respects the damage of Onic with the Crimson Beacon. So at least Onic do damage, but it's really just like poke and they... It's tough, it really is to keep the front line because the damage is so easily blocked.
Okay, this is such a hard thing to brainstorm about. Like how? It's just full of how. How does Onic, where, when... Full of questions for Onic ID right now. The way that they could potentially fight back against Team Liquid in this kind of situation. And there's nothing holding them back anymore.
Side lanes.
Nothing at all.
Final slash on the two. Kai with the invincible all the HP. But the three-man knock up and Sanford just going into town. The Sun Shatter locked him in the back in already. Kai still able to heal back up. Blazing Wind comes in. Sanji picks it up. Blazing Wind wreaking havoc. Sanji only using a Crimson Beacon. That could be an angle for Onic to continue the chase. Final slash. Not with the Flicker this time. Sanford backing away. JP for Kai is the trade, and it will be Onic somehow holding on to this game. Carl in a weird spot, gets a dash away. Sans puts dash down, puts the Star Shatter 2 and gets 2-1.
Onic ID definitely had to force that chase. They had to run after Team Liquid. They had to prolong the fight a bit longer because they lost Kyrie. So there was no way that they could have contested the objective if ever they did let go of Team Liquid, if ever they did just decide to run away and disengage, because Team Liquid would have converted that into the objective. But nonetheless, that's where we end up for now. Team Liquid are holding on the objective!
Sanford for the final slash, bring it to back now. Kai tries his best, keep on healing up, and Sanford dives in, gets a triple kill! Getting all of them down. 4 members out. Sans, the sole survivor who was up top to clear the waves. Team Liquid now have 6,700 gold lead. They are knocking at Onic ID's pace.
If Onic ID doesn't find a way to deal with it, it would be very, very devastating. They've barely been able to do anything up against this lineup of Team Liquid. There have been moments where it seems like they're able to sustain it a bit long enough, but the next question is, how do they fight back now? Where will that come from? Because Team Liquid, they're the ones who can save up their skills a bit more later, decide to go in, and that applies the most to the Blazing Duet. There's the Astral Echo already coming in, though. Sanford, though!
Final slap already beaten down in the field! Back by JP! The Beastles are fucking face around the ball. Oh, heavily over the range! The curtain call stops them as Onic ID once again find a way to stay in the game. Kai for Sanji! Caught on top spot, has the hitting from JP. Oh, doing a whole lot of damage! Lippy brought back, and it is a Sky Piercer! Zero coming on mid lane. Another lane on the lane for Tlph to work with. Sanji with a Lantern Flare. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Now Zero finds the shot. What's AP in my hands, Pharaoh? And Onic ID have yet another chance. A Star Shatter landing on Carl Tlph.
They're probably just waiting for that moment. Savero right now has a bit more damage. He also picked up that okay. He did pick up the talisman as well. So he could spam the skills a bit more. He could spam his healing a bit more for his team. And that's what's been keeping them in the game so far. Yes, the first item was actually the Flask of the Oasis. It wasn't the talisman, it just came in recently now. So that's the entire idea that Onic ID are definitely trying to go by in this game. But so far, if you look at the leads, Savero actually slightly ahead in terms of or against OHEB. So I think if Onic ID are still backing that idea, then they've done a pretty good job at just trying to protect Savero overall.
Somehow Savero is actually ahead now. Sans is doing damage. Onic ID, they might not have expected, well maybe they did expect to get to this point, just not in this fashion.
Yeah.
Team Liquid, I don't know, that was so weird. They get overhyped, they just jump in, dude.
Sanford was already low in that most recent team fight we saw, and JP still decided to go in, I feel, with a flicker play. So maybe they could have respected a bit more on and their sustain, but OHEB has a different plan in mind, I feel. Does have to force Sans to defend for now as they grab lock towards the objective. This is gonna be struggle number 1 for Onic. How do they approach and how do they get into this area that's being heavily controlled and defended by Team Liquid Philippines?
Get a turret up top. The Wind of Nature is completed for OHEB, so now it's Sans.
Whoa.
That needs to deal damage to get through. The damage is already visible. You can see the damage over the Sanji there, just with the Astral Meteor. So it's the Sea Halberd.
So they have their ways to deal with the motivational roars and all the other sustains that come in, the Fragrance as well, and the Arlots too. But wait, Astral Echo.
Kirk already going with the backline, Savero finds it! It's a massive play for Onic. They're gonna go look for disengage. Kai still in the front, pops as well, and they will sacrifice Kai for the war. Severo's got to be careful here. This could be an engage. JB with a flicker forward. Severo! Steve for too long. He gets punished for it. They have a lord in place, but the Vengeance gets the kill on Sanji. Mid lane pushed in by Carl. Sanford looking for an angle to go for the final stash. Now a actual echo. The Star Channel landing and waiting for Tlph in the mid lane.
There's no Severo. They have to deal with this only with the Star Shatters.
Healing moving up, JB walks back in, giving the Vengeance resets constantly. Here's Carl, goes in again, has the retreat. Looks beast with a whole lot of death. Look at Carl, teasing, taking it down. That's when the crowd already like, keep on the beam! That's when the nature of the run about, but it gets on! Gets the shot severed! Final side, still surviving! Who will fall? Gilasans!
A wipeout by Onic ID after holding on for so long in this game, waiting for that one moment that they could actually make it happen. Now Sanji forced to use the Crimson Beacon and all alone in this defense. Still gets the kill on to Tlph though, but Severo's gonna win!
That's a few shots and it's gonna be that Sonata to take it down. Only Carl left standing. He's gonna respawn, but is it gonna be in time? Let's get the retribution. No, he gets one done! And Onic ID with the Barats, with an Tlph that has been out for years. Since it's
What an unexpected turn of events! And everyone's in shock after what we just witnessed.
holy shield.
Holy shields! No one ever would have thought that we'd see Onic ID go to that kind of lineup, but they did! Here in MSC at EWC 2025, again, the semifinals. And our panelists did mention it felt like a hard plan B. It felt like it was too far from the signature Onic ID, but apparently they worked. We are all still in a state of shock right now. I'm wondering what our panel has to say about this.